Amid the chaos surrounding the events that transpired following Sunday's all-out pay-per-view, another performer has been granted a release from the company. Malakai Black, leader of the House of Black faction, is reportedly done with All Elite Wrestling. The Dutch-born star joined the promotion back in 2021, where he began a hot feud with Cody Rhodes. He also built the House of Black, a menacing faction comprised of Brody King, Buddy Matthews and Julia Hart. In recent weeks, it's been reported that Black has been dealing with personal issues and was considering taking a hiatus from pro wrestling. On Wednesday, Fightful reported that AEW talent is of the belief that Black has been granted a conditional release. Although the terms of the release have not been made public, one would assume AEW president Tony Khan has allowed him to leave AEW with the condition that he cannot sign with WWE until the duration of their original agreement. Just weeks ago, late July, Khan stated, on Busted Open Radio, Malakai Black has almost 5 years left on his deal. I wouldn't expect him going anywhere anytime soon. The news comes after Black bowed and waved goodbye to the Chicago crowd following the House of Black's loss to Sting, Miro, and Darby Allin at Sunday's all-out pay-per-view. The faction hit an unfortunate rough patch with Black being banged up and Buddy Matthews going down with injury, which kept them from any major storylines on AEW programming. AEW has yet to confirm the release of Black publicly, but with the ongoing drama between CM Punk and the Elite, it's understandable that announcing the loss of a big star is not their top priority. Former AEW World Champion CM Punk will be out an estimated 6 to 8 months with his recent injury. Punk was injured during his AEW World Championship match against Jon Moxley at last weekend's AEW All Out 2022 pay-per-view. It is believed that Moxley suffered the injury when hitting a tope suicide dive during the match, which he would win. During Wrestling Observer Radio, Dave Meltzer reported that Punk suffered a torn muscle in the arm. A torn muscle will be either triceps, biceps, or pectoral, which typically have an 8-month recovery period. Meltzer added that Punk's injury made Tony Khan's decision to strip Punk of the AEW World Champion all the easier. He also noted that a Punk return to AEW relies on if he is not fired, or hasn't already been fired. Punk's out for 8 months, or whatever it's going to be, 6 months, 8 months, whatever. If he's not let go, and a lot of people don't want him back. The fight. Punk has been stripped of the AEW World Championship, in part due to his comments at the all-out media scrum and his participation in the backstage fight. In his report, Meltzer noted that Punk didn't feel respected, as his philosophy when it comes to wrestling differs from how the Elite do things. Meltzer said that Ace Steel's side of the story is that he grabbed and bit Kenny Omega, because Omega was trying to pull CM Punk off Nick Jackson. Steel also mentioned wanting to protect his wife, who was also in the room at the time.
Oh, let me up with a bright smile on now. Put me in the dark, I won't get lost now. To the moonlight, eyes you